Hey guys, Tim Holliday here. Well, here it is, CTX 3030. I went and picked it up early this morning, and I'm going to get out to an old fairgrounds maybe later this afternoon, see how I do. I did go to the beach as soon as I picked it up and did a little bit of detecting. I'll show you here in a minute what I found. I also want to show you my initial settings, what I'm going to try out on the machine. So I'll go over a couple of settings and we'll see how they work. Just kind of set it up based on how I'm usually running the E-Trac. So stay tuned. Alright guys, well here's my finds from this morning going to the beach. I didn't bring the camera with me. I was basically just trying to get an idea what the machine sounded like and how it reacted to targets. I was running a multi-tone conductive, basically a modified coin pattern, which I'll show you guys in a minute. I end up finding 2/4, a bunch of memorials, some that are pretty corroded, a nickel, and 3 dimes. But the surprising part was I end up finding 5 wheats and a silver quarter. And that is my first silver with the CTX. So it hit pretty good, and it ended up being about 8 inches deep. As you can see, it's been in the ground a while. I've been over this ground a ton of times with my E-Trac and obviously missed it. But the other encouraging thing are all these wheat pennies between 8 and 10 inches deep. Pretty iffy signal, but I'm used to hearing what they sound like deep with the E-Trac, and I think they sounded very similar, you know, choppy, but a repeatable signal. So end up with 5 wheat pennies, which was a complete surprise. So now I'm going to show you some of the settings that I have on that CTX and go over a couple things, and just to give you guys an idea what I decided to run with settings. So okay, well, I'm going to show you guys some of the settings that I have on here. That's my coin pattern. As you can see, it's the Andy Sabish pattern that I loaded in on the machine. It's basically, I modified the coin pattern and much more open screens. So that's the modified coin pattern I'm running. If I go to my settings, I have my second pattern is basically like an open pattern, which would be like the quick mask on the E-Trac. Tone ID profile, I'm running 180 Hertz on the low side and 1200 Hertz on the high side. I don't know if you can very well see that, but that's as high of a pitch as I could get with 1200, and if anybody knows how to get to a higher pitch than 1200, definitely let me know. That's the pitch I'm running. 180, basically, I think stock comes at 90 Hertz, and I just thought that was a little bit low for me. It was a very low drone on foil and stuff, and I'm used to having a little bit higher pitch on the low side, so I'm trying 180. We'll see how that does. Okay, response, I'm running normal. Recovery fast on, which is what I usually run on the E-Trac. Recovery deep off. Target separation, high trash, and on the pinpoint I have sizing. So those are the basic settings that I'm running on my coin pattern. Now I also set up a mode 6, which is basically my combine feature. Let me show you that. That's an open pattern, which is one option, like a quick mask, and I also loaded in the Andy Sabish pattern in that, as you can see. So there that is. Tone ID profile, this may be a little harder to see, but what I did was areas that I thought I didn't want to hear in real trashy areas, iron rich, I put a low tone. I also set a nickel little area there, basically, that'll come in the high tone. I think that's 1000 hertz. The next one is kind of I think again a little bit low, 660. And then finally my other high ground here, which would be the silver range, also Indian pennies and such. Now I may have to modify that to be, I have it at 34, but I might end up modifying that to lowering it to possibly even 32. I'm going to resize that right now actually. So you can see that I just moved that to 32, which will give me maybe a little bit more in the Indians if they're ringing low. So I'm going to save that, and response normal also on that. Recovery fast on, recovery deep off. Target separation on this one I have ferrous coin separation. And pinpointing, actually I want that to be sizing also. So there it is, sizing. And so that's some of those settings. Now the other thing I want to show you is my audio. I have my volume gain at 16, which I run it quite a bit lower than most guys. Threshold pitch or level is 17, volume limit 25, and threshold pitch is at 26. So hopefully, obviously these are just starting out. I don't have a bunch of fines under my belt to say how great these settings are. These are just kind of copying off the E-Trac what I'm running. And the other thing is sensitivity. I'm running auto +3, as you can see. And let's remember where I'm also running target trace and target trace pinpoint, as you can see. So that's it. Now Randy showed us basically on FindMall that if you set this button over here to previous, you can see that I can scroll in between. That's the conductivity, multi-conductivity setting, and then I scroll over, and now that's basically my my combine feature for iron. And you have to select the coin program and then go in and select what other program you're going to run. Mine happens to be program 6. You have to select both of those in a row, and then the previous button will work to scroll in between the two of them. And when you turn the machine off and on again, it loses that ability. It loses the previous option, so you have to go through and select both of them in order to be able to use the previous button. So I don't know if that'll make sense, but once you guys start running it, you'll understand it. So, but I'll check back with you once I get out to the fairgrounds and start hunting. All right, guys. Well, out with the CTX, and just found my first good find with the CTX. Was about 5 inches deep. There it is in the plug, and we're going to take a look at it. Show you what it is here. $18.95 V-nickel. Now I've been hunting with the E-Trac for 2 years and have only found one other V, and there it is. First old coin with the CTX, hopefully one of many. I'll check back with you if I find anything else. Alright, here we go with find number 2. Wasn't real deep, but I'm running the combine program in some real heavy iron. And I've got a 1919 wheat penny. And let's switch that up here, and you can see. Still trying to get used to the CTX, and second old coin of the day. Let's see what else we can find. Well, we got a pretty good target here. The targets range from 4 to 6 inches in the hole, and what I have here, as you can see, is multiple targets, including including a rusty nail. Flick over here, and first one out was a 1924 wheat. Next one out, another 1924 wheat. Next one out, 1909 wheat. No VDB. And the last one out of the hole is the 1905 Indian. So, and I'm still running combined in a real irony area here. So there you go, four pennies out of the same hole with a rusty nail with combined. So we'll see what else we can do. Alright guys, well, I'm back from the fairgrounds. Had a pretty successful day with the CTX today on Memorial Day. Obviously I went to the beach this morning and came back and decided to go and hit the fairgrounds, picked through the iron, and found some good stuff. Let me show you what I found. Alright, well, we'll start with the trash. Not too bad. I dug a few nails. Some were in with good coins, some were just falsing. A couple of high conductive brass or copper, something like that. A few pieces here. Miscellaneous stuff. This is basically memorial pennies, modern dimes, and some quarters, including a pretty smushed one. Not sure what happened. Found some shotgun shell casings here, and a couple of rifle shells or pistol shells. I'm not sure what those are. And then the good stuff. Ended up with the 11 wheat pennies, all range from 1909 to 1924. I think it's the newest wheat penny I found, as well as a Indian penny and a V-nickel, which was my second V-nickel I've ever found. So 1895 on that one, and the 1905 Indian. So let's take a look at those again. I cleaned them up here real quick, and there's the 1905 Indian, cleaned up real nice. So as you can see, real nice Indian penny. And then the V-nickel, pretty worn, but you definitely can read the date. The back side, it's pretty smooth, so there you can see the V there. So only my second V-nickel. So let me switch back here. And then obviously earlier today, that was the clad from earlier today, as well as the silver quarter and the 5 wheats from earlier today. So a grand total of 16 wheats, the quarter Indian penny, and the V-nickel. So I'd say it was a pretty successful day, and look forward to getting out there again with the CTX. So happy hunting to everybody, and we'll catch you next time.